There was once a woman who lived in a sun-baked village at the edge of the desert. Every morning, before the world awakened, she walked to the distant well. Across her shoulders she carried a wooden yoke with 2 clay jars hanging from it, one flawless and proud, the other cracked and weary. Each dawn the well shimmered like a silver mirror. The woman filled both jars, balanced her burden, and began the long walk home through drifting sand and heat. By the time she reached her doorway, the perfect jar was brimming, cool and heavy. But the cracked jar leaked a thin trail of water along the road, drop by drop, like tears falling into dust. And so the cracked jar lived in silent sorrow. Every day it watched its companion shine in the sunlight and thought, "How useless I am! I cannot even carry what I was made to carry." Years passed, and the woman's hair turned the color of salt. The jars still followed her faithfully, one proud, one ashamed. Until one morning, as she knelt by the well, the cracked jar finally spoke. Its voice was dry and trembling, as if it feared to break even more. "Mistress," it said softly, "I must confess my failure. I lose water every step we take. You work so hard, yet half of what you carry spills away because of me. Please cast me aside. I am no longer worthy of your effort." The woman paused. She looked at the jar for a long time, not with anger, but with something deeper, understanding. Then she smiled. "Tomorrow," she said, "walk with me and look at the ground beneath your side of the path." The jar was confused, but it agreed. The next morning, the woman lifted her yoke, as always, filled both jars, and began the journey home. The cracked jar, curious and anxious, looked down at the ground beneath its dripping side. What it saw stole its breath. From the base of the dunes stretched a ribbon of color, rows of wildflowers blooming in impossible beauty. Gold and violet, scarlet and blue, their petals trembled in the desert wind. Butterflies danced above them. Bees hummed lazily among the stems. The other side of the path, beneath the perfect jar, was barren, dry and gray, lifeless as stone. When they reached the house, the woman set the yoke down gently. "Do you see?" she said. "I knew you leaked, so I planted seeds along your path. Every day, as you dripped water, you nourished them. For years, you have been painting life into the desert." The cracked jar was silent for a long time. It looked again at the flowers and felt something shift inside, a warmth it had never known. It understood that its weakness had not been a curse, but a gift hidden in plain sight. "All this time," it whispered, "I thought I was broken." "No," said the woman, "you were watering the world." And the jar wept, not from sorrow but relief. For the first time, it felt full, even as the water continued to escape through its cracks. That evening, as the sun sank in a blaze of red over the dunes, the woman placed both jars by the door. The perfect jar gleamed like polished gold. Beside it, the cracked one rested quietly, half full, its sides streaked with the patterns of countless journeys. The woman ran her hand along the old vessel. "We are all jars," she said softly. "Some carry strength, others compassion. Some spill what they hold, yet in their spilling they give life. Remember, my friend, only those with cracks let the light through." A warm breeze lifted the petals from the flowers and carried them across the sand. For a moment, it seemed as if the whole desert had bloomed. Centuries have passed, but the lesson of the water-bearer still travels quietly among us. Today, we hide our cracks behind polished screens and smiling faces. We measure ourselves against perfect images, forgetting that perfection often gives nothing back. But what if the things we see as flaws, the anxieties, the stumbles, the moments we fall apart, are the very ways through which we nurture others? A person who once knew loneliness becomes gentle with those who feel unseen. Someone who has lost learns to comfort those still grieving. The wounded teach compassion better than the unscarred ever could. Each of us leaks a little as we move through life. And yet, along our unseen paths, flowers may be blooming because of it. So, when you doubt your worth, remember the cracked jar and the woman who saw its beauty. There is purpose in imperfection and meaning even in what we lose. Sometimes we give the world more precisely because we cannot hold everything for ourselves. There is no waste in a life that gives. even if it gives imperfectly.